Moving on to the next speaker, Casey Milbrand. Casey is an artist and a designer focused on community placemaking. His work focuses on reimagining underused spaces conceptually through branded art projects. Each designed to act as a catalyst for energizing community engagement. Casey is known locally for conceptualizing and designing Buffalo-centric projects, such as Expo Market's award-winning Greetings from Buffalo. I myself, Casey, thank you. I had to wait in line to get my photo with that one. And the Pop-In, a flexible community pop-up space in the heart of the West Side. Casey graduated from the University of Buffalo with his bachelor's in science degree in architecture in 2003. Later moving to Chicago, where he worked for SOM. He received his master's in architecture degree from the Illinois Institute of Technology in 2008. Casey is currently finishing up his architectural licensing exams, and we can make you a member of the AIA for a small fee. When he needs extra motivation to finish his exams, he reaches for Pola's Donuts, which pretty soon you guys will be able to as well.
I'm totally wired on Paul's Donuts, so I apologize. Okay, so this was a wall. Didn't really know how much of a family connection I had with this wall until I started painting the Greetings from Buffalo mural last fall. And this is my building story. It's actually my father's building story. Tom's right over there. So the concept for the mural was this is original sketch I did of the mural. I was inspired by postcards of the past, but also greetings from murals I've seen in other cities across the country. My main goal was to just bring something colorful that would really make people in Buffalo proud. The concept of the mural was actually, I called it a city on the rise, and this is one of my favorite spaces inside of Buffalo City Hall, the Common Council Chamber. I really love the sunburst and kind of the optimism that I really think is reflected in our community today, and so I use this as the inspiration for my design. Didn't know how to get the mural on the wall, so I found an old-fashioned projector, put it on top of my 94 Buick Century, and it worked. Worst part was when a giant bug landed on it in the middle of the night. I thought I was being attacked by a 10-foot fly. So, woo! My father spoke of a place called Deckard's growing up. I listened to all the stories, and when I looked at this image on the side of McClellan's Animal Hospital, I recognized the word Deckard above the Great Dane, and I freaked out. I contacted my dad and said, "Dad, I found Deckard's." So my grandparents actually went to Deckard's. This is them, Edna and William, in front of their house on the east side. That's my dad with his brand new bike. They actually became friends with the Deckards. They used to picnic together, and so I never actually met my grandfather, but with all my father's stories, I feel like I know quite a lot now. So learned that my grandfather worked at the L.C. Wilson Packing Corporation, which was actually down the street on Ellicott, 441 Ellicott. And when he would leave work, he would actually go down to Deckard's to meet my grandmother, who was probably drinking a few beers and having a few Bloody Marys. And these are the stories that my father told me growing up. This is a Sanborn map showing where my grandfather worked towards the bottom, and then Deckard's bar is right in the middle. You'll notice there's an alleyway kind of between Deckard's and the Washington Market. That's where the mural is. So my family has a lot of history at this site. And this is a 1900s image of the Chippewa Market, and it's crazy to me that within 100 years, I am designing a mural that's right in the middle of a really vibrant part of the city. I don't like that there's a parking lot there right now, but maybe we could fix that at some point. Love the Coca-Cola sign. I wish they were 5 cents still. This is my grandmother with Mrs. Deckard, Granny Deckard's in the hat. Her best friend Gracie actually cooked in the kitchen at Deckard's, and I remember Gracie growing up. She sat in my grandma's breakfast nook, and she worked there for many years, and so the family history just keeps going. This was a video I found of a birthday party for Barbara Deckard, who's the great-granddaughter of Mrs. Deckard. My father's up there with a snarky little face and a bow tie. My grandmother baked that cake in the right-hand corner, so I really want to put that in there. And that's my Aunt Bonnie looking really fidgety, so it's nice that I was able to find videos. Okay, Deckard's turned into a gay bar, a lesbian bar, after it closed. It was called the Carousel. I thought my father was joking with me. I verified this at the Historic Society. There's a book called Boots of Leather, Slippers of Gold. You should really read it. It's amazing. Did not know that Buffalo is so open in the day. So here I am, painting the mural, realizing all of these things. My grandparents hung out here. They probably walked up this alley right here, which took them to another area. Imagine my grandmother watching me while I painted. I kind of would try to envision what Deckard's bar looked like many times. And, there's nothing better than connecting with a wall. I thought it was just a wall, but little did I find out, it actually held a lot of history for me and my family. So made me feel really special. My favorite moments are 2 in the morning and 10:30 at night when you would smell not Oreos, I wish, Cheerios. And this is a mural. And I think, when I found out everything about my family and the history, I really wanted it to be really special. So it took about 6 weeks to do it. And I'm really happy. And once I was unveiling the mural, I decided why not take it a step further, and so I actually decided to propose during the unveiling to my boyfriend Jason, who's sitting over here, and actually with a Paula's donut. So Paula's, I couldn't afford a ring, I've got too much student debt, and so she made a mini red velvet donut. He thought he was supposed to eat it was very confusing. And then we got some drag queens. My niece is holding hundreds of balloons, and I just really wanted to gay it up. The mayor of Buffalo is there. I think he got a little scared, but he's okay. We're friends. We got it. And so I just really wanted to pay homage to all the people that came before, especially the gay people who I think probably struggled even more than I did in 2017. Here's my family. We look like we're in a rock band together, but this is a great family photo. We're sharing memories at a wall that my family spent many years hanging out near. So thank you very much.